You're seeing all the negative social media posts about sugar and are terrified that your intake is too high and it's going to cause detrimental health issues. I hope this video can be helpful. So I will start off by saying that sugar in whatever form, whether it's table sugar, honey, maple syrup, etc., is probably not the best thing for us. It's not particularly nutritious. It's not adding that much to a balanced diet. However, there's no denying that sugar in different foods is delicious, right? Whether it's a baked pastry or ice cream. And this is where I have a bit of an issue with, the no sugar diets that I'm seeing on social media. If you're not eating any sugar at all, you're taking away a lot of the pleasure that food can provide us as humans, right? We don't just eat for nutrition, we also eat for pleasure. So it kind of leaves us being stuck between a rock and a hard place, right? It tastes so good, yet it's not particularly beneficial to us. So my advice when it comes to sugar intake is first take a bit of an audit of the amount of sugar that you consume in your diet. So it might be helpful to use a food tracker for this situation to see how much sugar are you typically consuming. If it's pretty high, let's say 15, 20, 25% of your total calories, maybe that's signifying that it would be beneficial to decrease some sugar sources in your diet. The next step would be take a look at where this sugar is coming from and can you decrease the sugar in some of these foods or beverages without compromising the taste too much. So for example, I've had a couple of clients who've realized that their Starbucks order is, adding an extra 30, 35 grams of sugar to their day. And if they just swap out their order for something slightly different, maybe using like a zero sugar sweetener, etc., suddenly they're cutting out a lot of that sugar and still enjoying their beverage, their coffee. So I think the goal of this is to decrease sugar in places where it's not all that necessary and instead leave the sugar in that you do really enjoy. Maybe it's like the cookie that you have after dinner, for example. The goal is not to decrease sugar to zero. It's just to have a little bit more of a balance when it comes to the nutrition that you're having while still enjoying what you eat.